Guys, Mike Patrick, and in this video I want to talk about how the source of many of our ailments, or rather our injuries, okay, are not usually with the injury itself. So for example, if I have a shoulder injury, sometimes we just want to address the shoulder. We just think our shoulder hurts. Or if your side hurts, you just think it's your side. Um, but usually the source of the problem is usually something that appears to be non-related. So what I will talk about is how your body is just one big organism. You know how we like to think of our shoulder is our shoulder, our elbow is our elbow, our knee is our knee, our foot is our foot, and we don't when we think of all these things as just individual body parts that are separate within themselves, but your body is one organism and it's nothing from head to toe that's not connected, okay? If that makes sense. So hopefully this will be a helpful video because this will get you to look at some of your aches and pains differently, you know, and then you can address the problem and maybe it can help you out. I'm doing a video, buddy, so just give me 1 second, all right? All right, so um, for example, how I found out about this is like, you know, once you start calming down, changing some of your habits, the way you eat, the things that you consume, mentally, and things of that nature, you form a different perception, and you are enticed to do different things. So I kind of slowed down in my workouts. I went from being like a guy who was trying to lift weights and be big and strong and stuff like that to somebody who starts. I mean, I still do those things, but what I'm saying is I also like to just take my time, stretch, do little small subtle movements, okay? So I can feel my body and listen to my body, okay? It puts you in a meditative state where you can listen to your body, and you don't need the internet, or you don't need anyone else. You don't need a doctor or anyone else um, to tell you anything about yourself. You can learn from yourself. And so I started realizing how when I would do subtle movements, um, I'll do a movement on one part of my body, and I notice how sensations will go to another part of the body. And that's when I really start picking up on how everything is truly connected, okay? And what I started doing was, when I have certain injuries. So for a while, my shoulder was bothering me. You know what I mean? I realized why my shoulder was bothering me is because I think I had a pinched nerve in my neck, and when I started dressing my neck, then my shoulder started getting better, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So, and when I started building up my shoulder, then my neck started feeling better. Okay, so the thing is, a lot of times too, it's usually due to weaknesses within your body. So it's like you gotta, if your neck hurt, you may have a weak shoulder or something like that. You may have had an injury and you start overcompensating. We do that a lot of times, and then we end up making things worse. So if you hurt one knee or one leg, then you start putting pressure on the other leg, too much pressure on the other leg. Now there's an imbalance, okay? And now you're not in homeostasis. Quiet down, I'm making a video. You're not in homeostasis, okay? And then you throw other things out of whack, then it's just a domino effect. You go from one knee replacement to another knee replacement to a hip replacement. You see how that thing, I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about with that, older folks. And this is meant to help you guys, or before you get too old, or before you get old, to prevent you from getting old. Because your body can last a lot longer than you think it can. Okay, guys, we just have to know how to properly take care of ourselves. Okay, so also I noticed that I was having problems with my side. Sometimes I had to ache, my side would ache, and then I started realize how it's because my hip was weak. Okay, and once I addressed my hips, you know what I mean, my lower back and my side stopped hurting. Completely. Now these are things that probably start hurting people, and they just think it comes along with age. You see what I'm saying? But I'm chronologically, I'm older than I was, say, 2 years ago, but biologically I'm younger. Okay, so I just want to open your mind up to that, guys. If you don't know that, when you having certain injuries, try to really look into what certain body parts are connected to other body parts, what body parts really play off of each other. So if you got a lower back problem, check your hips, see what's going on with your hips and your hamstrings. Okay, that has a lot to do with it. If you got neck problems, see what's going on with your shoulders. If you got weak shoulders, if you got shoulder problems, see what's going on with your neck. Might have a pinched nerve in your neck. All right, so hopefully this was a helpful video, guys. Peace.
Peace.